So I gave him enough reason to understand there is a gap I need to fill in the PR unit. So, and he gave me that opportunity. As and as you can see, all the registration we did, I was the one behind it, the QR code and the analytics. Thank you for giving me that opportunity.
So, because he teach that, he doesn't talk much.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, National PRO. Good morning, distinguished facilitator. All right, so for the last CGC conference, the title or the theme of that program was leveraging. The parents is currently recruiting. Are you interested in joining? The parents is currently recruiting. Are you interested in joining? And I said to her, yes, ma'am, I'm interested. And then she spoke to the National PRO, and as we have it, I'm now working in the headquarters as a data analyst. However, the National PRO called me before I resumed duty, and they told me, Adedayo, I would like you to learn social media management. And he said a lot of things that particular day, and I was like, am I really interested in social media management? I don't really like social media. I don't like to do the things that he said I should do that day. I know, like most of us lazy students, that we have exams tomorrow and we're reading it night before tomorrow. That was what I did. I didn't do the assignment. He gave me an assignment today, I didn't do it. It was that night before the presentation that I just did one rough. Listen, I memorized the script, thinking I was going to be confident enough to present it. On that fateful day, I flopped. And I knew that he was disappointed because the look on his face was, this was not what I was expecting. But then I said to myself that I must impress this man, like I must impress the National PRO. And he was disappointed the first day he spoke to me, and I must make up for it. And then I started to learn. I started to learn on social media management. And then the unit is one where there's so much rat race, there's so much competition. You look right, you look left, you look back, you look front, you see people who are so creative, and you have to find a space for yourself. So I had to carve a niche for myself. All the animations that you've been seeing on the social media management, on the social media pages, I did it because I had to find that niche for myself, and I'm glad that I did. And now the National PRO on the group chat one fateful morning just announced that, the most creative officer in the PR unit is Adedayo Daniel, and I felt like I already made up for the flaws that I did on the first day. Thank you so much.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Sorry. Okay. My name is Abank, and when we were preparing for the PR conference, I walked into Oga's office and he said, I'm preparing for my presentation, I need time. And I said, Oga, I want to prepare for my own presentation. And then he told me he didn't start preparing his presentation when he was in 100 level. I'm in my 100 level mass communication. I studied zoology before, and I came into PR unit, and I love PR, and I started studying mass communication. I'm going to use this as my time to I just want to say something in just like 2 minutes. I want to talk to the students, and I just want to say that there's nothing as good as process. I'm the person who loves social media a lot, and I like to publicize what I do. If I walk into a space, I want everybody to know that I can do something. I'm a lifestyle content creator, and I create lifestyle content for the Nigeria Customs and edited by me. I also want National PRO for giving me that opportunity. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Customs Assistant to all of OD. I want to start from the beginning. When I was looking for admission, I went to AAUA, where I did pre-degree for mass communication. I really loved it. But at the end of the day, I ended up studying Yoruba language. I made emphasis on that language, and yet I studied English language and currently studying public policy and administration. So I work with a radio station as a radio presenter in Abuja, Jordan 93.9 FM for some years. I was a teacher. At the end of the day, when I joined the Nigeria Customs Service, I was posted directly to FOU, Federal Operations Unit Zone B, patrol, and not even within the city. I was posted to Chikanda axis. That's the border to Benin Republic. We were there in the bush and everything. My OC was looking at me. Sometimes I received a call. Then, right from beginning, I was into entertainment, acting. I did some of Nollywood as an actor, joined the Tampan. That is where I knew Prof from AGN, as Actors Guild of Nigeria. So, at the end of the day, my OC spoke to me, Otoro, and he said, Olofe, you cannot be here. When he saw my videos, and he got through to CSC. Ivara, Oscar Ivara, Port Harcourt, and he had to do his things, and they brought me. Oga met with me, and he said, "Okay, you will be our on-air personality." And presently, I'm the OAP, on-air personality in the LCDN. I anchored custom stock, custom story program every Monday to Friday, and I do everything about entertainment. This is what I love. And on getting to PR unit, I fix it everywhere. I assist in the webmail. I also learned photography. Currently, we are having a photography session, a training session with Balancy, with the initiative of our MPRO. We're having it in the other all there. And yes, it has been productive. The only thing I know in PR unit is, as an individual, you must fit in about 3 or 4 places. So 4 roles, and I want to thank the CGC, Bashir Adiwale Adeli, MFR, and his management team, also to the National Public Relations Officer, and also the debate maker. Thank you very much.
The National PRO, good morning, sir, to all senior officers here and the invited guests. Good morning, all. I am Ikebu Dusisi. I hail from Anambra State. I'm a graduate of English and Literary Study from the University of Nigeria in Soka. Thank you, sir. So I want to start off from when we were in CTC. Initially, I don't want to come here. Like, I did not see myself in the public relations unit. There was a day at the tattoo, virtually most of us was called out to come out. When I came out, I said, what is happening? Why are we gathering? They said, we're calling out people for for the PR unit. I said, what is PR? They said, public relations unit. I said, I don't know. I don't want to go there. I don't know if there's something there for me. I was actually speaking to ASC2 at the Inca. He now said, Kai, you've disturbed us so much in this CTC with your talk. Just go to PR unit and talk. Go there, anything. You know you like to talk, and we've heard so much from you. Go and talk. I said, I don't know if I have something to offer, but then. But along the line, we had an interview there in CTC a day after graduation. Having heard from the PRO, the way he spoke to us, I was like, okay, I think I would like to go to the PR unit. Maybe it's sounding interesting now, but let's see if there's something there. On arrival, I would say I don't know where I fit. I don't really have something I was doing. They always say, Cynthia, go and I'm sorry, but it's coming. I just feel sad. I'm sorry, but it's coming. I just feel sidelined. I'm just there. He said, what do you mean? I explained myself. I don't have a thing I'm doing. Today I'm there. Tomorrow I'm not doing anything. And I don't know. I don't like it. He said, oh, go and call Adejo. And then I went and I called Adejo. He said, Kebudu said she feels sidelined. And I said, carry along, carry along. I said, I don't know, I was actually getting into trouble. And then one morning I just woke up and said, you're joining as this and our dad to do help desk. And that was how I found myself in the help desk. So this is me trying to say that I don't really know how to talk before. Like most times I just end up saying things without even reasoning it. But having to join the help desk and then undergoing some training, I would say that before I will talk now, I would just want to shape in or reason what I want to say. And this opportunity came from the public relations unit and is a big win for me. Thank you for this privilege. I sincerely appreciate. I want to thank the National PR because it has not been easy. They always try to carry everyone along. If you don't have anything doing, they will want to give you the room to explore. They want you to learn provided you really want to learn. And that's one thing I want to say thank you about. The public relations unit has actually shaped me and taught me a lot of things. I could actually stand here and say so many things. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, National PRO. I don't know if the Dean Faculty of Communication is here, please. Dean Faculty of Communication. Okay, but I know,
Permit me to do some recognition. My father cannot be here and I will not recognize. So we have the dual professor, Professor Abdullah Obado, from the Faculty of Communication. We have also the former dean, Professor Malam, is also here with us. And we have another seasoned professor, she's also here. I didn't study mass communication, so I will find it very difficult to recognize. Munasir, come and do the introduction. Let's see whether he's a product of mass communication by the University of Kano. So I think he will be in the best position to recognize our lecturers. Thank you. I have recognized others, but we have recognized so many.
Good morning, everyone. So I may not know all of them. Professor Handra. Maybe it went 2 years when I was I can only recognize my friends. Yes, my friends, we graduated together. Then Musa Labra and Samuel. Then who are they? Professor Osman Abubakar, my project supervisor. Thank you. Yes, I studied Master's Communication Studies 2021. No, 4 years, sir. 4 years.
Thank you very much. Doctor, the floor is yours.
Okay, please, there are distinguished professors and staff of the faculty. I want to create an audience to speak to the students and make an offer to the students. Great Nigerian students? Great Nigerian students? Okay, I want to tell you that we have things for you. We want to create intern opportunities for you. So, based on your lecturer's recommendation, if people will do internship, we are going to take 20 persons for internship, from the faculty in film, in broadcasting, in film and broadcasting, and multimedia. If you do stuff like that, paid internship sometimes, paid internship. But that would be in Abuja, if you can come to Abuja, or somewhere to Lagos, to expose to the mainstream industry. But that will be all the recommendations of the HODs and the Dean Faculty of Communication. If this is fine by you, sir, we will abide by it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much for that wonderful offer. Finally, we are wrapping up, then we'll hand over to our esteemed senior professional colleague to take over this engagement, because we want to hear from you. It's going to be two-way. It's not one way. So finally, we want to invite the core public relations officers to come forward and just one minute. I know you can talk in 1 minute. So please, why is Felicia Dara coming? Please. Just 2 minutes so that we can wrap up. Don't face me, face me. You introduce yourself properly and
National PRO, very senior officers, professors here present. ASC1, pretty sure Abiyogun, and my story is quite peculiar because almost everybody that has spoken here has said they had passion for PR, they wanted to study mass communication. For me, I don't have passion for PR. I never wanted to study mass communication. I never wanted to do my professional exams for NITR and I still don't want to be a public relations person. So I went to the University of Learning. My first degree was done in Kwara State University. I did my second degree in University of Learning. Along the line, I got a job with Nigerian Bureaus. Okay, my supervisor, Professor Sadat Baki, is a product of, she's a mentor to me. In fact, she grounded me in public relations. So, she's a product of Bahrain University. So along the line, I got a job with Nigerian Bureaus. I was doing very well. I felt I have, achieved everything in life. I never wanted to leave Nigerian Bureaus because it means a lot to me. I was with white people, we tend to travel and all of that. But at the same time, I discovered that something was missing. I was not fulfilled. The money is there. The money I was earning in Nigerian Bureau monthly is much more what I'm earning with customs. But I discovered that it's not the money. Something is missing. And along the line, I got a job with customs. I went to training college. The national PR came to training college. I never knew. I don't even know how he got to meet me or know about me or heard about me. All I knew was while we were in class, I do most of the presentations. So perhaps some of our facilitators told him there's one person in the class and all of that. And there was a day he came with CG, he came to meet me, he said, you should go and call me. I said, who is calling? They said, National PR. He said, who is National PR? He said, oh, I went to meet him. He said, what did you study? I told him my area of interest, that I don't want to do anything PR. And that was my major interest in is corporate social responsibility. And I've started my PhD, that's the line I want to look. So I'm trying everything possible to run from PR. I wanted to dive into CSR, although it's a tool of public relations. For anything image, anything public speaking, I don't want it. I love behind the scene, that's kind of person. He said, no, you have to work with me, you have to do this. I said, fine. He brought me to the unit. Initially, he deployed me to Lagos. I was at PTML Command. I was there for about 3 weeks. He called me. I said, okay, I'm not coming to Abuja again, just leave me in Lagos. He said, no. I said, okay, just leave me in Lagos. He said, come to Abuja. I said, okay, I don't have accommodation in Abuja. National Bureau got me my first accommodation in Abuja. He said, I said, okay, I can't travel by the road. The road is not safe. I was looking for, all the means not to come to headquarters. He said I should come somewhere that will book my flight. I said, what's this one? So I got my flight ticket. I went to Abuja. Someone came to pick me at the airport. Went to my accommodation. I was like, But sincerely speaking, what I've learned since I joined the unit is quite enormous. And it is fascinating to know that there's a clear distance in what we were taught in school and what we are doing. Find their theories, these are gratification, stakeholder theory, agenda setting and all of that, but they are not relatable. As I had masters in public relations, I did degree in mass communication, I could not handle camera. I know the parts, I know the MCR, I know studio, I know this, but I could not produce. So he sat me down and said, Adeokun, you need to forget your masters. This set of people, go to them, they will teach you all these things. So I went to them, they started teaching me, and gradually I started writing scripts, I started supervising, I started directing, I started telling them, give me these shots. I don't know B rules, I don't know A rules. He was the one that even taught me those ones. So I don't know what he saw in me, but then he lifted the passion of PR within me. And I discovered that I am now more fulfilled than when I was in Nigerian Bureaus. So in anything you do for the students, understand that there is an innate ability for you. You don't need to force it. It comes with your passion. It comes easily. Now I don't force anything. It's just more or less like I do it like ABCD. It comes naturally. And it's because of the fact that I brought myself down. You need to learn. You need to be open-minded. You need to relearn, unlearn, all the things you were taught in school will be useful, but prepare your mind that you are being prepared for a world that no longer exists. Those theories are no longer practicable like that. All these uses and gratification theory and gender setting theory, they are now social media theories that are against all those theories. So you need to relearn, unlearn, understand the new things that are being taught. You have social media at your disposal. Look up for mentors, and the sky will be your limit. Thank you very much.
The National PRO, distinguished invited guests, senior officers, students. My name is Superintendent of Customs, Assistant Superintendent of Customs 1, Oji Omodara. I want to appreciate the National PRO for bringing me to PR unit. He brought me immediately I finished from college. So my first encounter with him, he was like, go and lock this girl up. I said, who is this man? What did I do? He said, go and lock her up. Do you know who I am? I said, no, sir. So that passed. He nominated me for PR. I said, PR. Please, I now decided making contact. I said, please, where is the juicy place? Please, juicy department is what I want to go to. I don't want PR. They say PR does not have money. I said, why are we in customs? It's to make money. Why will I just want to go and be talking what, please? What are we saying? I said that, please, I'm not coming to PR. So my first day in headquarters, somebody met me and said, where are you posted? I said, PR. He said, Kai, your village people have followed you here. But working with him, it has been rosy. It has not been rosy, but it has been quite challenging. And we do work under pressure with him. Like, he wants it done now. Seriously, he wants it done now and done perfectly. But I can proudly say that working with him has been the best. I studied economics from University of Jos. What I know how to do is further math calculations and all that. Money. So anytime I write budget for my boss, he'll say at no cost. I say, okay, wow. At no cost. I said, yes, at no cost. That's how I want it. I said, okay, no problem. So there was this day, he gave me a project. I happened to be one of the event planners in the headquarters. So he gave me a project, and now I went to meet with the ACGs and the DCGs and the ACGs, and we had the meeting. The program was like almost 2 days away. And I called the guy and said, Oga, these people have not embossed me. He said, deal with it. I said, Oga, how will I deal with it? He got the call. On the day of the event, I started seeing everybody running around. CG was there. Everywhere was looking glamorous. And everybody started trying to claim, like, we know the history of how the event came about. Even Oga, he just came, collected the microphone. I said, okay. So he knows you can do it. He tries to encourage you to do better. There's no in his dictionary. So I happen to also write news. What I've not done before. I started learning 5 W's and H, from the scratch. So I am also the webmail officer of the Nigerian Custom PR Unit. Some of the letters you guys receive, my OC is here, some of the letters you guys receive, I happen to send it. I just want to say thank you, sir, for the opportunity, and I want to encourage you that you can be the best. I shall greatly see you at the top. Thank you.
All right, that was quite a story coming from the source. It was not reported, it came from the source. Yeah, the whole idea is to inspire younger generation, to be more proactive and pragmatic and intentional about the career path, that will skyrocket them. The idea is for you to even go above what some of us, have achieved. That is success for me. When I see my students, achieve more than I have done, for me it's success. That is what every father, every teacher, every tutor, wishes for his children or her children. Good Nigerian student of the BUK University, I want to appreciate you for coming to this space, and I want to assure you that I've not made the wrong decision to come here. And I want to let you know that this is one of those pointers pointing you to the right direction. God bless you and see you at the top. Good morning.
A round of applause once again for everyone that has spoken and made contributions. All right, quickly, we would want to recognize the students that were not here initially. But before we do that, let's recognize your professors, your lecturers that are here. Let me help my assistant national PRO to complete the task he could not completely execute to the end. All right, let's welcome Dr. Hassan Dauda, is the Director of Consultancy Services Unit and in the Kano College of Islamic and Legal Studies. All right, thank you very much, you're welcome. Dr. Saminu Umar, Senior Lecturer, Department of Information and Media Studies. You're very much welcome, that is in the Faculty of Communication, BUK. Then the next is the Deputy Dean, Faculty of Communication, Bayero University, Kano, Dr. Musa Adamu Labaran. Yes, you are very popular amongst your students. We have Mr. Muazu, Editor, Freedom Radio, Kano. You're also welcome. Our Professor Hadiza Ibrahim is a Professor, Department of Mass Communication, UK. I hope this clapping is not for something in return later. Mrs. I hope you didn't write this name wrongly. I'm seeing Rakia, but I know it should be Rukaya. Rakia? Yes. Oh, it's correct. Oh, Ajayi, sorry, you are not wrong. Mrs. Rakia Lawal, the admin officer of the PR unit of AKCILS. Let's put our hands together for her. Thank you. All right, Mr. Salisu Ibrahim is a lecturer, Basic Mass Communication Agency. You're most welcome, sir. We have Mrs. Sauda Saidu. A round of applause, please. A lecturer, Department of Mass Communication. Thank you for being here. We also have Mrs. Maimuna Garba, Basic Mass Communication Coordinator, Agency for Mass Education. You're most welcome. Quickly, we'll take Mrs. Zara Suleiman, Deputy Director, Protocol and PR. You are very much welcome. Then we also have Mrs. Rabi Dalhatu, the Chief Information Officer. Then, the last but not the least, Mrs. Halima Magaji, the Senior Information Officer also. You're very much welcome. Okay, let's acknowledge our students. I will take it once again. From Department of Mass Communication, students of Bayero University, Kano, can we be upstanding quickly? A round of applause. You are our hosts, but for here you are our guests in our hall for now. Be seated. All right, we have students of Mass Communication, Kano State Polytechnic. Wow, lovely, amazing. You're very much welcome. Then from Aminu Kano Islamic and Legal Studies, we have students of Mass Communication. Please can you be upstanding? Thank you. You're very much welcome. Then we also have Basic Mass Communication School, Kano State Agency for Mass Education. You're most welcome. Good to have you here. Then we have from the Department of Mass Communication, Skyline University. A round of applause for them, please. Skyline University. All right, you're most welcome. Then, for avoidance of doubt, I wouldn't know if students of Mass Communication, Miriam Abacha University, if you are here. Okay, maybe they are still on the way coming. Oh. Okay, they're on the other side of the divide. Okay. All right, great Nigerian students. Great Nigerian students. Articulate Nigerian students. Give me one bosa. Two bosa for the two national bureau. For your lecturers, three bosa. Thank you. Their own has to be more because you need their goodwill later. All right, let's quickly welcome to do justice to the next task is our very own Dr. Awal Haruna to take charge of the next student mentorship session on the professional ethics and knowledge transfer in the PR for the next generation. Multimedia, do we have a slide? We don't. Okay. Man propose, multimedia disclose. Please come back to the podium. A round of applause, please.
Organizational development and executive. Over 3 decades of experience in corporate communication, organizational development, and executive leadership. He holds a BA and MSc in public relations and intercultural communication from Bayero University, Kano, and a PhD from Boston University, the USA. He is also an alumnus of Lagos Business School and School of Management Studies, Alberton, the UK. His distinguished career spans senior executive roles at the New Nigerian Development Company, NNDC, and 8 subsidiaries, including Managing Director of Kaduna Hotels Company Limited, Hamdala Hotel, Executive Director at Ira Hotels and Development Company Limited, and NDGM Corporate Relations at NNDC Headquarters. Over the years, he has led corporate affairs functions, managed high-level stakeholders relations, and provided strategic oversights across the sector. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to the profession, Dr. Awal was conferred with prestigious fellow status of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, in 1994. He is also a fellow of the Institute of Corporate Administrator and an associate member of the Institute of Directors, IOD, Nigeria.
Sorry for the breaking transition. It's because of the esteemed personality that just breezed in. We have amongst us a former dean in the Faculty of Communications, but God has elevated him to the position of a Vice Chancellor, Federal University, Kashiri in Gombe State. Professor Umar Pate, thank you very much. You're most welcome to this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to be the moderator of this session. I want to personally express my appreciation to CG and indeed a professional colleague, Abdullah Wada, for this opportunity. Before I move to really begin the discussion with the students, I think it's important to make 1 or 2 comments. What we witnessed this morning is basically what we call a PR clinic. And we try to train the younger ones and professionals to really do it the way it should. And that's trying to understand the application of whatever is learned in the class. And this is a clear demonstration of that effort today, this morning. I know that some of the things I did this morning, which continues to resonate in my mind is skills, skills, and skills, not certificates. Well, I wouldn't go entirely with that concept of skills and not certificates. I think the two are required to be able to do any job you have found yourself in, especially in public relations. So I would say, yes, certificates. But the certificate is only the starting point, is the beginning of what you want to do as far as professional PR service is concerned. But it's important to understand one key thing, that in PR, it is a profession that is knowledge-based. And this knowledge can be acquired in the class, at the workplace, and through other fora that are provided in terms of enhancing and improving your capacity to operate as a group. And I think that is the exercise we witnessed this morning, which I believe every year should endeavor to be able to find. I think this is a very good exercise. I have attended quite a number of seminars, conferences, and executive development programs, including the ones that are organized by but this is a complete departure of what I have seen over time. So I think we must commend the service. Not only trying to impart practical knowledge and add to the professionals who are in the field, but also identify younger ones so that we can bring them on board and share experience. But most importantly, here today has changed. It is more of storytelling. And we've heard all these stories from professionals who are in the field, from different cadres and responsibilities in the organization. One thing that struck me when the drone operator was making his statements is that it is not about failure. And I don't want you, especially the younger ones, to see when you fall, that is a symptom of failure. Rather, it is a challenge that all of you should wake up and continue from where you have obstacles. So I don't want to see it as really a failure. That is the story of life. There are times when things will go the way you expect, and there are times when things will not go that way. But nevertheless, you don't remain discouraged. You rise up and move on so that you can make progress. And I think that is key as part of the mentorship programs that is being spearheaded. I have listened to the combination of students from different institutions. So I think we listened to the stories of those and how they developed and progressed in their chosen profession, especially in public education, the obstacles they face, and some of the hurdles that they had to cross to be where they are. Now it's important for us to listen to the other end, and that is the students who are invited here from different institutions and let us share experience. Even in the universities, things have changed. Teaching and learning of communication, and particularly some of these areas we are talking about. Perhaps it may not be known to some of you here that actually the field of communication has been broken down into various disciplines today. And most of these areas that we talked about are provided in programs that some will start running in universities, and some in other universities they are already running. So what I'm saying is there is ample opportunity in the communication sector that for the young ones, you don't have to wait and think of government jobs, so to say. I think that is one of the stories that that came out from this interaction this morning. For Bayero University, I know. And the coordinator of our sewage program is here, Professor Suleya Usuli. Our students are given the opportunity to go out to engage on internship attachment in various institutions so that they can learn some of things that they may not have thoroughly been addressed in class, so that you prepare them. And the bottom line is, in PR, if you don't have any skill, I would say you are in the wrong profession, because you must have something that you can deliver. And I think that is what has been demonstrated in the Department of Public Relations, the Nigerian Customs, headed by Wewada, that you can see every component of the professionals, the practitioners that are there have been able to deliver something. Having said that, I think I would like to continue this interaction by going to the students. I'm sure you must have some thoughts, you must have some contributions that you want to make, or questions that you want to ask, so that we can share knowledge and improve ourselves in this exercise. So what I want to do is, I want to do it this way because of time. I know the students of Faculty of Communication are here from Bayero University. The students of Polytechnic are here. Students from Skyline. Students from the Agency for Mass Education. And Americano Polytechnic are here. So I would, Maun, are they here? Maun also are here. So I want to start by picking at least two from each of these institutions that are here. And then